person says, anybody to the right of me is a fanatic, anybody to the left of me is a heretic. The question is, where do you stand? No, what's evil? What you consider evil to other people, they don't see it as evil. And what they see as evil, there are others who don't see that as evil either. It's relevant to each person. What was unacceptable by all society 50 years ago, today is acceptable by the majority of society. Okay? What happened to everybody? They disappeared. Let's get started. Okay, we'll start the Mishnah David. Mishi Yotzu v'ishtul Gisiyam. We did the Mishnah yesterday. Person, he's a Kohen. He went overseas with his wife. I was speaking where she was evaluated in terms of the pedigree. She was a miyuchos. She was qualified to marry a Kohen. Even though on a Torah level, chesed kashrus is sufficient. Every woman has a chesed kashrus. But we had early ma'ila osib yuchsin. They instituted certain extra precautions when it comes to yichus for the Kohen to maintain the pedigree of the Kohen. So the woman is checked out. She was checked out before. Ubohu v'ishto ubonov. He returns years later with his wife and his children. V'omar, and they don't recognize this as his original wife. But he says, Isha shiotzi imi l'gdisyom harei hizu. The woman that initially I went overseas with, this is who she is. Ve'elu boneo. These are her sons. Ein tzorach lav yirayo. He doesn't have to bring any other level of proof. Lo ala isha, lo ala bonim. Not for the wife, not for the woman, not for the children. Well, we'll see the Gemara. Why? Why not? If it's my loss of Yusin, we'll suspect maybe she died, his wife died, there's another wife. Maybe he divorced her, there's another wife. We don't suspect the woman originally. Maybe that goes into my loss of Yusin. That goes into my loss of Yusin. That she's the same woman. The answer is no, because since there it's initially, who is the woman? But once he married, the question is, did she die? Did he divorce her? The presumption is he didn't divorce her. So therefore, I'm still connected to the original evaluation, the original checking. I understand that. Right? Correct. So one doesn't have to bring proof, not for the wife, not for the woman, not for the children. So what if she passed away? Ve'elu banei says these are the children of that woman. Maybe Raya Labanim. He has to bring proof that these are the children. He has to bring testimony. These are the children of that woman. Maybe Raya Isha. But as long as he brings proof that these are the children of that woman, since that woman, that was his wife, we don't suspect he divorced her. Maybe she married someone else. Maybe he divorced and married someone else. We don't say that. What about Isha Nosasi Medina Sayam? He went overseas. He was single. He says, I married a woman overseas. Harei Zu, and this is who she is. Ve'elu boneo, and these are her children. Maybe Rayalish again. And he says, I checked her out there. Did you not? So he has to bring proof that he checked her out, that she's of that special pedigree. So once she's established, Ein Tzorach Lo Yiraya Lavonim, right? Then you don't have to bring any proof that these are the children of that woman, which the Gemara will explain. What about Meisa of Elu Baneo? She died, and these are her children. So Rayo Al Isha Al Abonim. We'll see what that means. No. Because the whole idea is if she's not appropriate for him, the children of Chalolim is because she is not appropriate for him. We know who he is. He's a kosher Kohen. So therefore, the key is Elu Boneho. Omer Rabbi Rafuno. Now, when we say, once you establish her qualification, automatically, although initially she had no children, we say these children are, how do you know? He doesn't have to be proof that they're her children. Because the children, their level of attachment to the mother. Now, what level of attachment? You call their mother once a year and wish her happy birthday. Or good Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day. Right? Toner Rabbanon, Isha Nososi B'niyas Hayam. A man says, Cohen, I married this woman overseas. Maybe Ra'al Isha Yitzorch Lo Yira'el Abonim. He doesn't have to bring proof that these are her children. Or maybe Ra'al Agdolim Ben Yitzorch Lo Yira'el Aktanim. This is the brisa. But if they're adults or grown to a certain point, he has to prove that they're the children of the woman. But if they're young, he does not. B'medvar Mamurim, stop. But what are we saying? Yeah, we're saying Ketanim. Ben tzorch lavi raya al Ketanim. B'medvar Mamurim b'isha achas. That's only if there's one wife. We'll see there's an argument. Or we speak about Avo Shtei Noshim. Rashi learns. Let's say there were two. He says there were two wives. One died, and he's coming back only with one wife. So it's very possible now, even though the children are attached to the wife, maybe the original woman, that woman who died, she wasn't qualified to marry him. So if that's the case, although they're attached to her, that's because the co-wife is raising his children. Right? So if he's raising the children, he's admitting these are her children. But if it may be the wife who passed away, and if his wife passed away, and he's not bringing proof who she was. So the level of association with the living wife is not an indication anymore. Okay? Let's see, he married two of them. He brought proof only one of them. He brought proof on one of them. Same, right? Yeah. If you're left with both, it's not a problem. Right? Be the same thing. So Rashi learns, because it's not something the Rambam learns differently. Isha achas shoma isha achas nososi. He went overseas. I married one woman. Aval oma shtei noshim hoyu. Originally, I married two women overseas. Umesu achas, and one of them died. Ve'elu bonim shelzu, and these are the children of the living wife. Maybe rayo leo she miyucheses valabonim sheim bonim shel shohim bonim alagdol v'altonim. Vafilu kruchen achreo. Even though they're attached and they have this level of association that a child only has with the mother, the Shem Bonim Shel Chaver Tohoyo, Bigid Losa, maybe they're the children of the co-wife who passed away, and she raised them. And maybe the one who passed away wasn't really qualified to marry him, so maybe the children are Chalolim. Therefore, he has to bring a proof on the pedigree of the children, or of the wife who died. They asked the question. Remember, and they answer what they answer. What I answer. That goes to my loss of Yufsin. Even though there's a migu, nevertheless, because of the stringencies we instituted establishing the pedigree, migu is not sufficient. Okay. Omer Shlokish. Now, when we say you believe him, we say the children are considered kohanim. Kohanim of stature, of status. To what degree? So what relevance does it have? We're talking about a male. We're talking males. If it's a female, you'd say, is she permitted to marry a Kohen? But if it's a male, what difference does it make? What is the question for Kohen for an aliyah? So the question is he permitted to truma? Right? Truma. Omri shloke shloshanu elab kochak what? No, but I understand that. But we speak alabonim. You have to bring. You don't have to prove the children. So we're saying once you establish the mother, we say that these are the children, and kruchin, that the level of association establishes that we understand these are the children of this woman. So what is that called? It's chazokah. It's only presumption. We're presuming from the level of attachment, it must be her children. It's not evidence. Evidence usually is what? Eidim. Adam said, we know this woman was born from, these children were born from this woman. Correct? Therefore, we know it's her children. But here we're saying, based on just association, that's called chazaka. It's a presumption. We're presuming, usually children at this level of association, it's a presumption they're her children. So to what degree do we allow, based on presumption, we allow her to eat truma? Them to eat. To what degree? Truma, what about to do the avoda? In the base of English. Right? Maybe truma is not as serious as that. Lo shon el kochik bul. Avol, b'yuchsin, lo. V'yichus not. Okay? Truma, yes. No, which means, let's say now, this child, let's say, would marry a woman. His daughter would be given a status. Maybe it has to be established through with testimony. For him to eat truma, which only applies to himself, that we will allow. But let's say now he has a daughter, right? So since he was only established as a Kohen through Chazaka, maybe if he's not a qualified Kohen, his daughter's a Chalola, right? So if his daughter's a Chalola, we can't allow her to marry a Kohen. Correct? He's not a qualified Kohen. Truma pertains to himself.
Right.
So therefore, to eat truma, koche agvul, koche mean the kochim which are within, you can eat anywhere as long as you're within the confines of Eretz Yisrael. It's truma.
Right.
Even truma doraisa, not a problem. Truma you're permitted.
Right.
But if we go beyond yourself, your daughter, do we allow her to marry a Kohen? So you're affecting other people now. It's not something limited to yourself. Chazaka, we don't allow it to go to extend to that degree. No, he may be a ben Gerusha. Maybe the wife was a Gerusha. But he has to be checked out because, again, we don't even know what he is. Anybody who marries a Kohen has to be checked out. Could be who knows what. Because any person who marries a Kohen, their pedigree has to be checked. But he was established. The father was eating truma. Why is it a question? Because that pertains to himself. That pertains to others, according to Rish Lakish, we don't rely on chazaka. Well, we're going to see. Rabbi Yochanan disagrees. Rabbi Yochanan disagrees. Chazaka is the equivalent of hardcore evidence. You're going to see. You're going to see in a minute. You're going to see in a minute. Okay? Torah violation. It's like feeding a Jewish child something not kosher. Yeah, but what when this person becomes an adult? Yeah, no, right, definitely. But what about the person who wants to give his truma? There's a mitzvah to distribute truma to a Kohen. Right? The non-Kohen has an obligation to give it to a Kohen. If I give it to this individual, am I giving it to a Kohen, giving it to somebody else? He's not a Kohen. Yes. As long as he's not going to contaminate it. He's a Kohen. Or it's a question of lifnei v'nisitin michshol, right? You're not permitted to feed. You're not permitted to feed a person not a Kohen, a truma. Not like feeding him not kosher. You said it's because truma pertains only to the individual. Marriage pertains to others. You're affecting other people. You understand? No, that doesn't. We'll see.